Is everybody leaving town for the weekend of the 4th?
Yes, most likely.
My
Okay.
kids are at camp.
Okay.
What?
So that's the date, and then
What? I have to go
you
to
can look right here. Oh, wait, hold on.
Or do we want to postpone and look at something in August post-fair?
No,
You want to go sooner?
Ah, that sounds so cool.
we're pretty close to the families.
Okay, yeah, August gets a little crazy.
We'll be too busy working on our record books.
Oh, that's so fun.
Okay.
July 30th.
Oh, I thought.
Do we want to go as a group, or do we want to go as a registered group and maybe schedule something through the education sector up at Como is what I think we should think
I
about?
would suggest, we can see, I don't know if you have to pay, if you wanted to use like one of their pavilions, if we wanted to do kind of potluck, or if we want to just wing it on our own. Because I don't think the food there is outrageous, being it's free to get into the park, the food prices to me.
It's not horrible.
I don't think they're
Nowhere near-
outrageous for not having to pay to get in. But the other option would be to see about getting a pavilion that we could meet. Otherwise, you know, we've just
There's
gone
picnic
across the street
tables all over
someplace.
the place.
Yep. But I would suggest everybody just going on your own and we say we're gonna meet together at this time. And if there was like some kind of activity, like you're saying, like a group tour, like they'd give us or tell us about a certain area or take us, I would say that would definitely be worth looking into.
Well, do we want to
Think about the free time in the world. If we did something like that, we wouldn't do it for half a day. We wouldn't do it like it's a field trip. We'd do it, just have a presentation for a short period of time, depending on what they have to offer.
Do we want to consider a Friday? Maybe if we look at the end of the month, that gives some of us time, no,
End of
to
June or
request
July?
off.
Let's talk about this
End
next
of both
meeting.
months
How
is
about
bad.
that?
Beginning 8th, 15th, those things are okay, but we've got, I'm booked. I mean, the kids have,
Well, the only thing I have on the 8th would be a foods meeting, which we haven't done in months. So what the heck's another cancel? We could do a zoo instead.
we could switch it to Saturday, because you know what, we get our cancellation notice before we get the reminder, so I can't even, it's already canceled.
I never got it
Before
either.
I get RSVP.
They came out on Thursday. I moved them up so they came out a whole day ahead of time this time.
I still have my email, my cancellation notice came, well, I had already told you anyhow.
Yeah,
But,
you had.
like, and every month my cancellation notice has come before
Right.
the reminders.
So that's the last scheduled one. So if nobody wants to do anything and we want to go to the zoo instead, that opens up that day as well.
July 8th looks good. We could turn it into a foods meeting and they could cook on the grill or something.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, if we do a picnic potluck, we can certainly do some food education with what comes.
How to serve it properly and keeping it cool and all that kind of stuff at a picnic is a good educational thing.
Well, I'm
No,
gonna
school's out.
suggest that we choose a date and then appoint someone to look in, which is Annetta, because she's, you came up with the idea, so. So we come up with a date and then maybe Annetta can find out about what we could do for programs, and then if we didn't wanna work in a food lesson, that's what I would suggest, so go from there.
Right, so does July 8th, this Friday, that work?
Does anybody have a conflict with that day?
What day?
July 8th.
Friday.
It's a free.
we're free.
Free? Mom?
Yeah, the 8th works, the 9th doesn't.
Yeah, 8th works. Right, is there any other discussion?
What?
That is the tentative day.
Please,
The 8th does not work for Addison to be able to go, but otherwise.
The what?
The 8th Addison is still at camp,
And I wanna go.
What time, when do you come home?
Saturday.
It's sad. I love not going there. I'm like, dude, oh no.
If you're going to pick him up.
It's a scroll to
I'm seeing things now.
Yeah, but you have to scroll down.
You click on 8, it'll give you your schedule for that day.
Yeah, over here. If I click on the Saturday, it'll give me a whole bunch of junk.
Sometimes there's more than one, you have to scroll.
Yeah, I can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 different things on this one day.
Right, so are we picking July 8th?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. Alright, so, does someone want to make a motion to go to Como Zoo July 8th? Awesome.
I need to go to Como Zoo on July
somebody said.
It's been properly moved and seconded that we go to Como Zoo on July 8th. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Alright, motion passes. Alright, so, is there any other new business? Alright, so,
I just wanna add, we need as much help as we can for the dairy promotion at Flat Pennies. That's this Friday from 3 to 7. And if people wanna bring animals for the petting zoo. But what we also would like is if you guys have like lawn chairs that you don't mind other people sitting in or any kind of other chairs, because that's one thing we kind of talked about is we probably could use more seating outside for people because people are kind of standing, milling around a little bit. Maybe they would stay a little bit longer while their kids are petting animals if they had more seating outside. So if you guys want to throw in, those of you that are coming to help, if you want to throw in some extra lawn chairs, you know, maybe label them with your name if you
And
want to
canopies.
get the right ones back. And anybody that has a canopy, like the fold-up canopies or anything additional for shade, because we thought that would be kind of welcoming if we even had a little one canopy with a handful of lawn chairs underneath. And
I think Boy Scouts have 4, if you just want us to, Adam is now.
if you're able to and willing, that would be wonderful, because then everybody wouldn't have to bring one if we had them. Because Bill has the couple that we use, down by the animals that we're just thinking up above, especially if it's a hot, sweltering day, it's
Adam's now the equipment manager for Boy Scouts, so.
great. He can manage getting us some tips.
We already used one at the food stand.
alright.
Okay.
Is there any other new business? Alright, so moving on to announcements. I'd ask you that you please sign a thank you card for Walmart at the end of the meeting, and it's up here.
Come sign your name.
After the meeting is adjourned, thank you. Tonight's snack and drink is provided by the Minder family, so thank you. And our next meeting will be July 10th at the Bay City Legion at 6 p.m.
Okay, I'm just gonna jump in here for a second, because now if we're planning that Como Zoo on the 8th, would we want to, do we want to still have our meeting, well, that's our mini fair, we can't bring our animals to the. Okay.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Yeah. Alright.
And it's a long haul from the car to
But I can't
the potential
go.
picnic area.
Could I go? Okay.
You need to put the time for the Como Zoo?
Como Zoo is open 10 to 6. Am I correct on that?
Yep, you are?
Should we pick
On
a
a Sunday,
all days?
every day is.
Every day is the 10 to 6. Do we want to set a go meeting time so that we can?
Noon for lunch meeting or?
Yeah, well, I think it might be dependent upon if we can get a
Program?
program scheduled. Yeah, because if that was gonna be 1 o'clock or something, then we would say, let's meet at noon. Eat lunch together, do this program at 1 or. I would say it would just be dependent on that, because what if they got something right away at 10 o'clock and we could go do a 10 o'clock program and then whatever afterward?
Okay,
I think that might be better.
okay. Watch for emails.
Email Jay. Alright, so is there a motion to adjourn? Yeah. I move to adjourn this meeting. Alright, is there a second?
Second the motion.
Alright. Thank you, Mia and Joy. It has been moved and seconded that we adjourn. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Alright, motion carries and the meeting is adjourned.
Okay, come sign the card, please.
And